Gear Raid 3, Stage 22. What's brand new? This is new. Alright, y'all, so we're going to tackle Gear Raid 3 today. Woo! Stage 22. I did attempt Stage 23, and I was like, crap, man. I can't even keep my heroes alive long enough to even get them placed down. So anyways, Sylas. My Sylas is unbonded. Still unbonded after a year and some change, right? Yuri. Yuri is like one of my next best marksmen. So she's going to have to carry me. And I noticed in Stage 23, I don't have any awakenings on Yuri. She can't put out enough damage in the gear that I have her. Hatsit, very important. That invisibility is crazy and it goes ham. Allura, I've seen she's been getting a lot of use, so we might pick up an Allura here and there, but I don't have any awakenings on her, and I'm not gonna go out of my way to start awakening Allura, right? For one stage of content. So first off, right back down, Cyrene. Yes, our cost generator, she is here. Dylan's also an option, right? So we place down Yuri on the left side. Next, we're waiting for cost, and then we're gonna place down Sylas. My Sylas unbonded, man. I wish he was, but that's fine, right? Anyway, so Hatsit, I face her towards the left up there on the right side, right before that first large flying monster comes out. And then we're going to place Dial Chan right underneath Yuri, activate everybody's ults first, and then I activate Hatsit. That's because she has Soul Power and Arcana on, right? So next, we recall Hatsit. She's going to be needed later. We place down Elowen for the healing and just face her across. Hollow, good option too, right? For that rage regen and stuff. But hey, Elowen, she can hold it down. I might have to swap to Hollow just to have coverage up on either Cyrene if I use Cyrene later in stages, or to heal my tank that I'm going to be using. Nyx, we have Nyx. She's going to handle the whole left side. If you face her, if you put her on that top tile, then she might get hit when the flyers start coming down and she might die a little easier. But I like to place her in the back for now. At least it works for stage 22. Iovar. When you get enough cost for Iovar, it doesn't matter when, after you place down Nyx, you can go ahead and place him. He's going to handle like the cleanup on this right side, right? Around this time, I'm waiting for Cyrene to use her last ultimate. Boom. Once she does, I swap out Cyrene for Torador. He's just built tanky, built different, right? So Hatsit, she's back up. Once she comes out, put her back on the right side, activate her ultimate right away, and then Iovar will clean up that shit, bro. Got him. All right, so Nyx over here, you can just recall Nyx. I have Iron Chalice on her. It gives her some HP, but if she's not attacking, she's not getting healed, all right? So take her back. She'll be back in time. And then Hatsit's up here. Always face Hatsit upward. After that first deployment, second and third deployment, she goes upward, right? Facing the top flyers. Once they start coming down, activate her ult again, right? And then as soon as you can, recall her, and then Iovar's on cleanup duty again, right? But you do need Hatsit back as fast as you possibly can, so you can get her back out in time for the next deployment. There you go. We're waiting for Nyx to come back. And also, in between these times, every time I can, when this little bar comes down, he's about to unleash his attack, or one of the bombers hits, then I activate Elowen's ultimate if it's up and ready, right? So after the boss is dead, that's the big thing, and that's what's gonna change a lot of people's runs. How fast can you kill that boss? So after the boss is dead, go ahead and take back your 2 DPS platformers that was in the middle, and hopefully they can help you clean up that right side in a little bit, right? So now we on the left side again. Nyx, she's back up. Put her back down. She'll start working. Just make sure autocast. Turn on your autocast. I'll tell you about it in a little bit. Anyway, so on the right side, you see these flyers coming out. There's very little time left on the very first one. Hatsit goes down. Once she comes out, ultimate popped. And then Iovar, cleanup duty. Hatsit needs to face upward so she can build rage. If she's facing down, she's not going to build rage in time to get another ultimate out. So we recalled everybody. We have 2 options. We can either put Yuri out or Sylas. My Sylas ain't bonded, so Yuri. I trust her more. So here they come. They're coming down on that right side. Make sure you activate Nyx ult if you have not at this point. There it is. Hatsit ult is out. We're waiting for Iovar. I left Elowen out. I would have recalled her. I would have put down Sylas, but I need the rage regen for Iovar. Boom, 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 boom. Yuri going out. Everybody's done, son. Yes. Stage 22 done. So we got this other mother effer over here on the left side. They sneak it in. Sylas, at least we kept Sylas. So we have 2 options. Take both those middle platformers out. if once you kill that boss, right? So the first couple times I did it, it was just so much going on that I just couldn't remember to activate everybody's alts. Nyx's side was dying, her alt wasn't going off. We had Iovar, I was trying to time out Hatsid all at the same time. Iovar had to keep that going, keep an eye on it at least. So the rewards for 22, 23, 24, all the new gear raids, right? There's nothing new out, so I don't mind taking my time, and I will take my time, because I attempted 23 and I was like, damn. The whole first phase I tried to put down like other units or Idril, even use some epics and stuff, but they just kept dying so fast. I guess because of the mechanics where I guess any random enemy, not enemy but ally, can get hit. Woo! So y'all, hey, it's gonna be high awakenings. I seen some of the ones for like 24 and stuff, and they are like 8-5 Iovars and crap, right? My Iovar, here's the gear, no awakenings. We have Cataclysm. It was rough trying to make it work just because I don't have a lot of crit rate on it. I don't have a complete set that's like real good yet, right? So I probably should have used a different set. Iovar can handle it. It is kind of messy, and Iovar's ultimate also, it might change positionings just because he attacks like the lowest unit. Yuri, she's in Soulbound Arcana. She does well, but like I was saying, in stage 23, she was not doing enough damage on either side, left or right, so I might need to pick up a new marksman. Because Yuri just can't do it. She doesn't have enough damage unless I start putting like Mad Awakenings in her or something. Almost all my units here, they're all almost max skilled, right? Nyx, max skilled. She's my highest awakening on this team. She's A4, and sadly, she just handles the right side. Like, I wish I had like Iovar A4, right? Or Hatsid A4. Well, I don't know about Hatsid A4. I don't know how well she's gonna do. Iron Chalice on anybody that's over there on that left side. And I think eventually you're probably gonna need a healer for later stages. Because I've thought about using 2 healers for this stage. Silas, my damn Silas, man. Unbonded Silas, but he's been here for a while. One of my first ones that I've had. 2 crit damages, but I probably should have put maybe 1 more extra attack on it. I'm not too sure, but I don't mess around with Silas too much just because he's not bonded, so I don't really use him in much content. No awakenings over a year and a half. Not a year and a half, but a year and some change. And, well, I'm still picking up heroes too, y'all, right? In-game content for in-game shit. Cyrene doesn't really matter, but she's tanky as heck. And I couldn't use her in stage 23. Not very effectively. She kept dying with all this gear. So I might have to swap that up. Maybe look at Dallin, see if she has like better stats and stuff. Or just better gear, right? Hatsid, very important. Just because she has to do a lot of damage. She has a lot to do on that right side by herself. I guess you can cycle in Alora also to help. That might be an option. But 23 is just gonna be too... It's gonna be too time consuming for me to try to do right now. So maybe like in a month or 2, or when I get Vienna. Same thing with Gear Raid 1. I don't have Vienna. How am I supposed to do it without Vienna? Huh? I mean, I got Ingrid, but there's just not... That execute skill is really crazy for Gear Raid 1. So my issue also is they're capped, right? The new gear raids, they're capped. 22 is fine. 23's rough, but doable. 24 on some of these stages, it's very hero dependent. Or you have to have gear that's so crazy that you can't even do it, right? You have to have god tier gear. People that just started playing 6 months ago, a year ago, this is gonna be rough. We're gonna be doing this for the next 6 to whatever months. I'm just looking at some of the leaderboards, seeing what heroes they used, right? Give you guys some ideas, other teams, like if you're looking at it still. But I'll just wait till they either introduce new gear into these gear raids to start really pushing, or I'll wait till they release like heroes that can handle these gear raids a little better, a little easier, because it's so time consuming, bro. Even like Tower of Destruction, I was sitting there for like 4 days trying to do stage 25, trying to do a freaking video, and I wasted so much time. I still couldn't do it. My tanks had failed me on that stage, and they all kept dying. I only got 1 real good tank, and that's it. Anyways, so for like 23, right? I probably won't do it for a while. Might be a month or so. When I get a new marksman that can help me out a little better, right? Lady Alexandra. What do I feel about Lady Alexandra? I think it's fun, right? If you want to grind arena, go ahead and grind arena. I need to grind arena. I need to start doing more arena videos, so that forces me to do arena. I got like 500 some attempts in here, man. So it's just crazy, but it's fun. We'll wait. We're just gonna either have to wait for new gear or new heroes to handle these stages, unless you want to pour hours and hours and hours into these stages and try to figure out something, or wait for somebody else to figure it out if they have the time. But unless you got high awakenings, it's gonna be rough, y'all. So I'm the guy out.